And we're off. This is the great classic rock debate. I'm Kenny,
I'm Paul with zero qualifications.
And I'm Steve.
also known as Warlord Steve. And we like to keep it interesting. We like to have fun. We talk anything and everything classic rock. If you're watching right now, please like, comment, and subscribe. We will love you for that. Guys, we're going to do a little trivia contest tonight, trivia
Uh-oh.
questions, and try to challenge each other without being too ridiculously hard or too ridiculously easy. I ran into that with Googling. It would be like, what country was AC/DC from? I'm like, oh, come on. I mean, these questions.
They're China, right?
Right. These
That's
questions.
Korea.
Yeah. Some of these questions almost sound like they're intended for people who don't listen to music. And
Yep.
I'm going, come on, we're trying to look for like more difficult stuff. So anyway, so that's sort of in the spirit of what we're doing here tonight. Does anybody want to start us off, or does anybody else want to share their thoughts before we get going?
No, get going.
Yeah.
I'll adapt as we go.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and go first. And, so again, I Googled some trivia questions. I tossed out probably more than 90% of them, but some of them I thought were pretty good. So this is going to be a two-part question. The first part is, what was the name of the lead singer of the British rock band, The Kinks?
Ray Davies.
Ray Davies.
Both of you got that correct. And the second half of the question is, in 1983, The Kinks came out of nowhere and unexpectedly had a big hit song that cracked the top 10. What was the name of that
Self-Destroyer.
song?
No.
Paranoia Self-Destroyer.
No.
No.
Oh, Come Dancing.
Come Dancing,
Come Dancing.
which is my favorite Kink song of all time.
It's a great song. It is such a good song. And it's particularly great because it was kind of a departure from their earlier stuff,
Yeah.
They completely changed their model and went with a catchier, almost kind of pop tune. But man, the lyrics are so good and nostalgic to that song.
It's sad.
Yeah.
But that's where you hit on it, Kenny. We talked about this before, how when songs are about some kind of historic event or something like that actually happened, even if it was just personal to you, the songs are really cool versus
Yes.
cherry pie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Because every time I don't care for lyrics generally, but I love the lyrics in that song. It always makes me feel sad, even for Ray Davies, if that truly happened to him. And I
Right.
think about my
Sister, I
own
think it
childhood
did.
and things that
Yeah.
have sort of gone by the wayside.
Yeah, some store or some building that eventually got torn down, and you felt it in your heart, and that's the nostalgia and the bittersweetness of that song. But it's funny how I thought it was catchy in the moment, but it wasn't until years later that I would hear it that I go, wow, I never expected that it would hit me this way now, but it does. So I really like it. So, okay, there's my opening trivia question. So who wants to go
Salvo.
next?
Go ahead, Steve.
Okay. All right. I've loved this question for a very long time, but I've never asked it. So, name one song by the band Free not called All Right Now.
Okay, I can do it.
Because I don't know of one.
Okay,
So
I can do it. Wishing Well.
that that's
Which
the
was-
only other song that I know of, and that's because I had to look it up.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was covered by Blackfoot, and their version is so good that it practically eclipses the original. But that's the only reason I know it, because of Blackfoot.
So here's my
Well,
question
wait-
to you. Did
Oh,
that
go ahead,
song
Steve.
ever, because you hear All Right Now, it is a staple on classic rock stations.
Right.
Of course.
Do you hear Wishing Well on classic rock
No,
stations?
absolutely
Okay.
not. No, but it really is a good song. It's a really good rock song.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I've wondered if that was just a sort of a deep track, or if I just had heard it and never equated.
I think the best description of that song is, in the aftermath of All Right Now, it got some radio play simply because of like a tailwind, right? It got pulled
Yeah.
along. But I don't
Tailwind.
think it got recognized for being a great song at that time. And it wasn't until years later that I think people start saying, Free only had this one song. And that's when I think a few of their other songs started to actually get noticed. Yeah.
Okay. Was it on the same album or was it a different?
I think it was the same album.
Okay.
Not positive.
Hey, Kenny, my question to you is, because Terrence Trent D'Arby did a call song, is that song a blues standard song that I just don't know of?
Terrence Trent D'Arby's is a completely different song.
No, but I
And
know that. I'm well aware of that, but I'm saying
okay.
the concept of wishing well, does it, hold it, doesn't Sabbath do that? Yeah,
Do they?
it's on Heaven and Hell, right? It's like the wishing well.
So you're
Yeah,
asking, is that a theme, a constant theme in blues, like
not a
Crossroads?
constant theme. Yes, like Crossroads is a song that's been adapted like 100,000 times.
Right.
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if I told you guys this, but a while back, I was telling my wife this whole legend of the Crossroads, and she loved that story. And so now every time some dude kind of goes from being average athlete or whatever to top of the world, she goes, he went down to the Crossroads. He went down to the Crossroads.
Went down to the Mississippi. Went down
Exactly. Went down to the Crossroads.
right.
Yes. I don't know if the wishing well is a standard element in blues. I don't know, but it works in that song.
Steve, did you look up Wishing Well? Is I right?
It is. Yeah, it's off the Heaven and Hell.
Yeah, so I was right about that. Because I can remember the guitar
I was
solo.
thinking of Ozzy Sabbath. So
So
Oh
that
my
takes
gosh,
me
Paul,
to
Paul,
what?
you just reminded me. What about Uncle Tom's Cabin?
But that's not called Wishing Well. I like that song a
No,
lot.
but
That's my
think of the lyrics. Who
Down
put the
in the
bodies in
wishing
the
well.
wishing well?
yeah. That's
I don't know. It works. I like it.
it could be a blues. It could have been a blues song. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
well, and it's anyway. Okay, here's my question.
Go ahead.
This can be a little hard, and I think we've talked about this on. We all know that Tony Iommi got his 3 little fingers tips chopped off. What other world famous musician that is not a rocker had that also happened to him? And that's where Tony Iommi found the way to keep going when he heard it. He says, that guy has his fingers chopped off. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, it was you brought this up in the
Jocko,
Yeah.
something or
Ago.
other.
No, that's not Jaco Pastorius. It's
Oh, what?
Django Reinhardt,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Belgian. And let me tell
Right.
you what, anybody watching this show, if you get any of his albums, that dude is shredding. I mean, I'm not talking like a blues picker. He is Eddie Van Halen, Zach Wilde level shredding. And the dude has the same thing as Tony Iommi,
Okay.
which I think, hey, what other famous musician suffered a calamity that should have ended his career but didn't?
Yeah, Rick Allen. Drummer from
Drummer for
Def
there you
Leppard.
go.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
And Phil Collins proved that you don't have to use cymbals in order to be a drummer either. I'm serious. He does not. If you listen to his songs, he does not play the cymbals. So
You were
it's
funny.
true.
That caught me off guard. Oh, yes. All right, next, Kenny. Kenneth?
Okay, so all right, I'm going to give you a name, a person's name, and I want you to identify who this rock and roller is, okay? His actual given birth certificate name is Marvin Lee Aday, A-D-A-Y, Aday, whatever.
Yeah.
Marvin Lee Aday.
Meatloaf.
Is it?
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, I apologize for making a question that was that easy. I thought that was a hard one.
Yeah, I
No.
thought his name was Green Casserole.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so allow me a follow-up then, since that one was so easy.
Go ahead.
Now I'm afraid this one's going to be just as easy. I hope not. Okay. In the song Hey Jude by the Beatles, written by Paul McCartney, who was McCartney referring to? Jude. Who was Jude?
Julian Lennon, wasn't it?
Okay, wow.
Yes.
You guys are just
Yeah.
knocking my knees right out from under me. Yeah, Julian Lennon. That was Jude. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's my turn. So, in the movie, I think you guys have seen it, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Many times.
Damone has a 5-point plan that he references in the movie about how to essentially pick up girls.
Right.
And his last point is you put on side one of Led Zeppelin 4, and then it immediately cuts to the guy in the car with the
The
girl.
goofy guy. Yeah.
Cashmere.
Yes, what song is
Yeah.
Cashmere.
Yeah.
and what album is that on? We all know that. but-
Physical graffiti.
Yes. It's not
So-
on. It's not on side one of Led Zeppelin 4.
So my
It's not
question
on-
to you guys, knowing Cameron Crowe, who was the writer-director
He
of
wrote the
that.
screenplay, I think,
Who
didn't
wrote
he?
this- Yeah.
Yeah.
So the question is, because when I first saw that in high school, I knew that it was wrong and I thought
Right.
it was a joke. So was that intended to be a joke? Like sort of because 90% of people probably of just the casual rock fans would not get that.
Right.
That
My
there was a
thought-
wall.
My thought, it was intended to illustrate how Damone and the little other guy were both goofs. Like they both wouldn't
He
have
didn't
known.
know.
Damone's trying to portray himself as this expert, but he's getting the details wrong just because he's a
Or the guy in the song in the car got it wrong.
That's what I assumed. Like the guy in the car was just not cool enough to recognize. And the
And-
fun-
Well, hold on.
Hey,
not that
Cashmere.
that's not possible, but he really looked up to Damone, so he probably would have followed Damone's instructions pretty closely.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What's the actual answer to which song is it?
Well,
Battle of Evermore?
it would be Black Dog if it was the first side of if it played the first track off of Led Zeppelin 1, but I don't know.
I thought it was Led Zeppelin.
Wait, he said
4.
the first.
I'm sorry, Led Zeppelin 4. So he said Led Zeppelin 4.
Yeah,
He
Is
said
it the
the
first
first
track
side.
or the fourth?
He didn't say, he just said play the first side
yeah,
of
side
Led
one.
Zeppelin 4.
Yeah,
Or
he
side
did say-
one.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, yeah. Because when I saw the movie, I was like, "That's wrong." I
Yeah.
Well,
instantly knew.
I thought it was a
'cause
joke, and I was like a junior in high school.
I
thought
think it was intended to illustrate that Damone is just a clueless goof who tries to sound smart. That was
Yeah, he
how I
got
took it.
That's true.
he got really
Because-
far in life based on his look, so we all know that. So
because he did say, order for the girl. Oh, she'll have the linguine with clams or something stupid.
Right. That's a good question, by the way.
all right, is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is for both of you, and
All
this is and I don't know if I could get it right either. Name me 5 songs about the Crossroads.
All right, I'll go first. I'll do.
Go ahead.
I guess it's Cream. Yeah, Eric Clapton's Cream. They did a song Crossroads.
Right. That's and that's
okay.
that's the one that Skinner covered. They were like the cover of that version of the actual song called Crossroads. Right. Skinner did it live. I know they did it.
Okay.
I know that for a fact.
But
Is your
I do.
question- Five bands that covered that song, or
No, about the Crossroads.
There's 5 different
Because-
songs. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do Robert Johnson's version because he's not a
Fair enough.
classic rocker, but he
Well,
I think that's the original, right?
correct.
I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Wow.
You'll be a help out because I couldn't think.
Yeah.
I would have.
Hey,
Okay.
this is the type of question. If I had 15 minutes, I'd probably think of another one.
Or if you're like
Yeah.
Steve, it's track 6 on the greatest album ever made, or is it track 7? 6. It's the song before King Contrary.
Oh.
No, that is the song. It's King Contrary Man.
Yeah.
He goes, I went down to the crossroads, and he's talking about making a deal with Satan.
Yeah.
He talks about that. Yeah, so, and there's one that
Never went down to Georgia. Would you consider that?
I don't know, maybe.
It's kind of the same
It's a
theme.
similar legend.
Even though they don't
Yeah.
mention a crossroads, it's very similar. The theme.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a song by Danko Jones called "Sold My Soul," and it's about going down the crossroads. Oh my God,
Yeah.
That
I know
guy's
there's more,
married.
but I've never
Zach
thought
Wild
to
has a song like that too.
commit him to memory.
who?
Zach Wild, off of his second or his first second solo record after Pride and Glory. He had Zach Wild, Book of Shadows.
Oh, I love that. Oh yeah, you
And I
turned me on.
think
to
the
that
song is called "Sold My Soul."
because Steve turned me on to Zach Wild, and my wife got me to get to hang out with him, and so I bought a book of Zach to sign for me and one for Steve, and he goes, "Well, what's this?" I go, well, my buddy Steve's not here, but he's the one who turned me on to you. He goes, oh, okay. And then he says, I almost punched Paul in the balls.
Yes. Says in my book, which is upstairs in my library.
That's really funny. I tried to punch Paul in the balls. Zach Wild's a really good guy. Like, you know,
Yeah.
some people you meet, you know, you're like, you know, he could tell he's just tolerating you. He's like, he's you. Like, he is just there with you,
Right.
you know? All right, your turn.
Okay.
Kenny.
Okay. In the 1975 film Tommy,
Uh-oh.
Roger Daltrey played Tommy. Elton John played the pinball wizard.
Yes.
Who played the preacher?
Hold it. Hold it. In that scene or the whole?
In the movie, the preacher.
I don't know the answer. My only guess would be Pete Townsend, but I don't know.
It's a reasonable guess. It's not correct, but it's a good guess.
It's not Keith Moon, no.
Correct. Should we make a list of who is not?
You're Hold on, I'm just trying to think because I've seen this movie 100 times. It's not Jack Nicholson, right?
Correct. It's not.
You're
It's
lucky.
Ringo Starr.
I'm trying because that movie had a lot of cast in it. It had a really
Yes, and virtually everybody was a rock star. So that's
David Bowie.
No, was he in the church when he's playing Eyesight to the Blind? Was the preacher in that scene?
I think so.
So Eric Clapton played that, but he was.
Thank you, Eric Clapton. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a famous old blues I can't remember who wrote that song.
Right. Who knows?
I am not a rock opera guy, so I've never been. I like
Steve,
the Who, but
that song is Eric Clapton is ripping on it, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And listen, it's not even a great movie, but the cool thing about that movie was in the mid 70s, it suddenly gave life to all of these Who songs from 68, 69, whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of those songs had been sort of, they weren't big hits originally. And now all of a sudden they became big. And of course, Elton John went back to #1 with Pinball Wizard, which had already been big. He gave it a whole new, birth.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it was great because not that the Who was obscure, but it just suddenly ignited the Who, and they were everywhere, and people who didn't know much about them, now all of a sudden they knew a bunch of their songs. So it was pretty cool.
Well, did you ever hear the story like Clapton was close to death on heroin, and Who had to go to his house, and I can't remember if they had to kick down the door, they had to bust down the door to get him out of the house.
Really?
And the rumors are that if they hadn't pulled him out, he would have died of an overdose. Like he'd come out for a long time. Because it was that Kenny when the woman who was, what's her name? Layla, her real name. And
Patty Boyd.
Yeah, I think you could look that up, but I read that in a book about Clapton. And anyway.
It's just an interesting little trivia fact. I won't turn it into a question, but the song "Something" by George Harrison and the song "Layla" by Eric Clapton are both written about the same girl.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, which one stole the other's wife? Wasn't it Clapton stole George Harrison's wife?
Yes.
Yeah, but stole would be the wrong word because what happened was he and Harrison were actually pretty good friends. Yeah. And when he laid eyes on her and he was just gone, like, okay, but he couldn't say anything, even though there was a connection and a communication. But he waited until after their marriage was actually over before he then, but it's certainly reasonable to believe that their marriage ending had something to do with the fact that she now has feelings for this other guy, so yeah. But he didn't actually wedge in and start an affair with her while she was still married to George Harrison. Yeah.
I did not know that. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Well, it's especially when you think about it, those two songs, which are very different songs, but two massive hits, well-known classic rock songs are both about the exact same girl. That doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, I didn't. That's pretty amazing. And which one is your favorite of the two?
I mean, I love them both, but I'm probably going to go with Layla because that is one of the greatest examples ever, if not the greatest, of the burning passion inside a person translating directly into the music. Like the two are almost one. You know, you hear that. If you don't know what the song's about, you probably wouldn't get, but when you know what the song is about, it's like, wow, it just poured right out of his soul. So, and especially the way the song transitions from that burning passion into that acoustic. Yeah, it's just wonderful. So it's perfection for me. It's just a great song.
I agree with that. I love Something.
I'm a big George Harrison fan. I mean, I like Eric Clapton too, but the guitar on Something. Can't
dispute that. Isn't Eric Clapton playing the guitar on Something?
I don't know on. You're thinking of My Guitar Gently Weeps. Yeah, but I love George Harrison's voice over Clapton. So
fair enough. Yeah.
Wins it for me. All right, who's up?
I think you are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is something I actually learned today, so this might sort of give this away. But and this is multiple choice. What was Black Sabbath's original name? And I'm going to give 4 options. A, the Turnip. B.
What? Wait, what was the first one?
A, the Turnips.
Okay.
B, the Polka Took Blues Band. C, Earth. Or D, Sorcerers of Death's Construction.
I think you should add E, the Mediterranean Fruit Flies.
No, I know they were called Earth. I don't know if that was the original name. I do know for a fact they were called Earth.
My guess would have been Earth.
My guess would have been the one after it, D.
It was actually B, Polka Tulk Blues Band.
Wow.
And then they changed it to Earth, and then they subsequently changed it to Black Sabbath.
Okay.
I don't know the rationale behind that name. I don't know if they were just sitting around stoned one day and said, we need a name. And so, because this is how stuff happens. The band I was in college, we named it after a movie with Michael Douglas.
What? Falling down.
Falling Down.
That's a good movie.
It's just good. How stuff happens sometimes. So I had never heard that before today, and so that's just the greatest heavy metal band, or the originators of heavy metal, anyways, come up with the Polka Tulk Blues Band. So, anyways. I just found that as a very bit of
polka. What's the second word? Polka what?
Tulk. Tulk. I have no idea what the heck that means.
Yeah.
What's some British slang?
Listen, we keep our trivia questions within limits. You don't have to define. Don't try to define these words. All right. We're not going to go too far out. Hey, listen, I'm going to follow up that question because it's a similar theme. And I'm going to kind of assume that you guys probably know this. Which band started their career as the New Yardbirds?
Oh, come on.
All right.
Yeah.
I never heard it before. Okay, so there you go. All right.
Okay, here's a question back to you. Where did they get that name from, Mr. Smarty Pants?
I assume they got that from the Yardbirds.
And who was that?
Well, Jimmy Page was in there, and so was Clapton.
No,
and so,
where did they get the name Yardbirds from?
Oh.
I don't know. They were playing in somebody's yard.
No, Charlie Parker. That's the name of his album, Yardbird.
Oh, okay.
That may have been in the documentary.
Yeah, well, I knew that before that, but yes.
Paul, I actually think that you told me that a long time ago, but I didn't remember. Yeah.
All right, my turn.
That's good. Yeah, go ahead.
So the band Aerosmith, the lead singer, Steven Tyler, made a beautiful daughter, Liv Tyler. What is her mother's name? Who was her mother?
I looked that up recently, but I didn't commit it to memory.
She was a supermodel, wasn't she?
Yes.
I don't remember.
It's BB Buell.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
I don't know if I've ever seen a picture of her. Maybe I have, but
she's pretty hot.
In the day, she was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you see Barb. Go ahead.
You guys are both familiar with Todd Rundgren, and
of course.
He's been one of my favorite artists over the years. He's just a great songwriter, and he's really good with lyrics. He's got a good vocabulary, and he's good at expressing emotions. His best songs are sort of what you would call heartbreak songs, and that's who they're written about. because he was so in love with her, but she wouldn't be faithful to him.
Huh.
That girl, and he even raised Liv Tyler. He was her
Oh,
stepfather, or
that's
whatever.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
sure Steven Tyler was faithful to her.
yeah, right. She clearly was very discriminating. Yeah, but the first time I ever saw a picture of Liv Tyler, I had heard who she was. I saw a picture and I go, "Are you sure that's not Todd Rundgren's daughter?" I mean, she really does look like him. I'm
Huh.
I'm not disputing the DNA. I'm just saying she could pass for Todd
Yeah.
Rundgren's daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. She could. Well,
I
at
mean,
least
a lot of
I
those
don't know what
guys,
she
they
looks like now,
recycle
but
the same four. Oh, because she's got to be 70 years old. Come on.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but all these rock guys, they recycled
yep,
the women.
yep.
I mean,
That's true.
Zeppelin and Page and Beatles and. Go ahead, Kenny. Your turn.
Okay, let me see here. Do I want to go with this one? Okay, I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to give you a name. I want you to tell. It's a two-part question. I want you to tell me the name of the band. This guy was their lead singer, Jim Kerr, Kerr.
Oh God, you just said this about. Now, did he have a brother, Wayne?
no, it was Steve, the basketball player or coach.
No, Wanker.
I know.
That's good. All right, that's good. You get points for that. Jim
Uh,
Kerr.
oh God, you just said this. We talked about this because that name is ringing a bell to me.
We probably did.
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna.
just Ellie.
Well, give me a hint.
Okay,
Yeah, give me a hint.
I'm gonna give you a hint. The band that he sang lead for had a massive mid '80s soundtrack hit.
The Kenny Loggins Band.
Who
Another
did the
good
St.
guess.
Elmo's Fire theme song?
It's not Survivor, is it?
No,
Oh.
that St. Elmo's Fire was John Parr, not quite Jim
Oh,
Kerr. But,
I said Survivor.
yeah,
I
but
know,
Steve
but
said
St.
St.
Elmo's
Elmo's
Fire.
Fire. Yeah. All right. So
I give up.
the artist is Simple Minds.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh
Jim Kerr.
my wife
And-
knows him.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised. And then the second half of the question is, and what country are they from?
Belgium.
They're Scottish or British or something
Scottish.
like that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Scotland. Yes.
Well, this isn't my question, but adding on to that song, "Don't You Forget About Me."
Yeah.
Who was that song originally written for? I don't know if it was written by this individual, but it was supposed to be originally performed by another artist.
Really? Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, Elton John.
No.
I'm just joking.
But
I have no idea.
it is a solo artist, sort of solo. Billy Idol.
Rod Stewart. Oh, Billy.
Billy
that
Idol. Wow.
And he
does
actually
fit Billy
covered
Idol
it.
style.
It's on his greatest hits record. So
You know what? I've heard that. I have heard it. You're right. It's on like a greatest hits.
yeah.
Yeah.
Simple
It does a good
Minds
version.
has some
They hate
really
that
good
song
albums.
too.
Huh?
They hate that song. That's what I've heard is that they
Why does it play the
Not
same
standing.
song?
It's
Kinda
their
like
werewolves
Fire
in London.
Oh my God.
Well, what I was about to say about Simple Minds was, I don't know if this was smart marketing or whatever, but when Don't You Forget About Me faded down, they released that song Alive and Kicking, which was a great song.
Yes.
So they
do like that
immediately
song.
took themselves out of the one-hit wonder category, because otherwise you never know if they're going to have another hit. And I'm like, wow, these guys are good. So they had
Yeah,
a
but I
handful
don't know
of
if
hits.
if hits, but there's a couple of their albums that. What was that album that you like of Simple Minds that we remember? The album that came out maybe 20 years ago. It was really anyway. It was really good.
Okay.
It was really good. They have some good stuff. They're not like a one-hit wonder band.
Right. Right.
They are not that.
Okay. Who's next?
As
All
if
right,
any
I
of
got
us.
one.
Hey, the three of us are zero hit wonders.
Yeah, exactly. We're in the hole here.
That's right.
All right. AC/DC, one of the biggest acts of all time. In fact, the album Back in Black, I think it's has sold the second most records of all time. But as far as singles are involved, what is their highest charting top 40 hit?
Gotta be Back in Black, if I had to guess. I'm
No.
guessing that.
And it's not off. I'll
Uh,
give you a hint, it's not off that record. So I was surprised to learn this too.
Okay, I'm gonna say it
oh, I
has
think
to
I know what
be-
it is.
it has to either be Thunderstruck or Money Talks. Then I would think.
Paul, what was
For
your
those about to rock. I don't know.
Kenny? You're right. It was actually Money Talks,
Okay.
which I was just surprised because the interesting part about like
Is that
Money
a
Talks
movie?
was huge when it came out, but they haven't played that song in like well over 20 years. Like it's not a staple on their tours. I've seen AC/DC play like in each decade since the 90s.
Yeah.
And I didn't see him play during the Thunderstruck tour. And I knew a guy in high school that went to the show and he came back with the dollar bills, and I was so so jealous with the Angus Young dollar bill.
Yeah.
But I've never seen them play, and I've seen them play in every decade.
This is my guess. If you draw a distinction between, let's just say, Thunderstruck and Money Talks, Money Talks has a little bit more of a mainstream pop
Absolutely.
accessibility.
Yes.
Thunderstruck doesn't. So you're going to get top 40 radio stations playing Money Talks that would not play Thunderstruck. So, and on the heels, I think Thunderstruck was released first. It was. So
Yeah.
So AC/DC's
On
name
the
is
same
already
record.
correct. But I'm just
Oh,
saying
okay.
that their AC/DC, because of Thunderstruck, their name is already out there in the ether. So
Yeah.
suddenly Money Talks get released as a single and it's just ready to be played. So it kind of makes sense
Yeah.
from that perspective.
Here's my question. Who are the two inventors of the technology AC and DC?
Tesla.
Yes, which one did he do?
I don't know. One or the other.
Malcolm Young, Angus Young.
No. No. Edison did DC and would only go 25, 30 feet. Tesla invented alternating current, which would
Okay.
go for miles and miles and miles.
Okay.
Did he also make DC Cab?
He
He
did.
did.
And DC
Him and
Comics.
Mr. T.
Right. Right. Okay. Who? Okay. Yeah. What was the name of the lead singer? Wait a second. How do I want to? No, I'm
The
not. I'm going
lead or
to.
lead?
I'm going to reverse this because I think his name is not that recognizable. The singer named Colin Bluntstone was the lead singer of what band?
Wow. Is that his real name?
Yeah, Colin, Colin Bluntstone, who I assume is British. He's Colin.
What decade were that? Were this a 70s band?
I'm going to say 60s and perhaps early 70s.
Okay. Oh,
What's that? What are they called?
And had 5 or 6 pretty memorable songs.
It's what are they called? Moody Blues.
No,
that was Justin Hayward.
Justin Hayward and John Lodge were their 2 singers. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you because it's
Yeah.
you could the Zombies.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's not there, you know.
Correct, which is a great song. And the 2 brothers, who I can't think of their names now, are the ones who are best known as the Zombies, but this guy was their singer. And anyway. Okay, anybody else got anything?
I got something.
Go
So
ahead.
this is again according to Wikipedia. So whatever the source, how trustworthy that source
All right,
is.
we'll
source
take
is.
it.
So they're talking about certified record sales, and who of these 3 sold more records?
Okay.
Led Zeppelin, Queen, or the Rolling Stones?
Records, you say, right?
Yep, and they're calling certified because I guess a lot of bands said suggested sales, or the sales that the band basically said that we've sold X number of records, but they haven't been certified. So what does certification mean? I really don't know. So I'm using the certified.
I'm going
which
to go with Rolling Stones.
I'm going to go with Queen.
Kenny is right. It's actually Queen. with 201 million, followed by Led
Album
Zeppelin
sales.
at a certified sales. So I'm assuming that's
See, I
record
don't. That's why I
or
asked if he
singles.
meant albums or not, because
Right.
that's the whole different animal.
Well, it said
No pun intended.
certified sales. So
Yeah, I really don't know what that means.
I don't know if does that include downloads?
This is my quick
That's-
take, and it could be completely wrong, but all three bands sold lots of albums, but Queen sold more singles because they had so many
Yes.
number one hits, one after the next after the next. So
Yeah.
the singles really pushes them over the line, I
And the
believe.
Stones, yeah. So Queen had 201 million, and the Stones had 104 million. So, which is just amazing. How much longer? I mean, I guess it hasn't been that much longer. 12 years that the Stones were,
Right.
came out before Queen, but maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
more.
but that I still don't know about. I don't know. I don't want to. It's just
Again, this is
yeah.
it's Wikipedia, so I just find
Right.
that I don't know
Okay.
what a certified sale
Okay,
is.
we're less
all right,
than a
my
minute.
turn.
We're less than a minute. I'm going to give you one last question, and we're going to say goodbye. Here we go.
Okay.
Paul Simon, before being married to Edie Brickell, was married to who?
Carrie Fisher.
You got it. This is the excellent, Steve. Good job.
Good
We are
job.
the Great Classic Rock Debate. If you are watching right now, please like, comment, and subscribe. We will love you for that. And until we meet again, we'll see you next time.